What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Tuesday afternoon to all of you watching Betting with the Bag. We have 15 games that we need to break down, each and every one of them. The games that I've already made moves on, I'm going to try to get through very fast. But most importantly, we're going to Miami, baby. We're all going to Miami. We have a dope spot, the Diplomat Beach Resort. And we've been told that our page will be up tomorrow. Our page that gets you the discount for $129.99, no resort fee plus internet will be up for $129.99. It's $200 a night regularly. That page will be up tomorrow to lock in, and I'm so excited about it. Also, we have Betting with the Bag, Saratoga. Saratoga, we're going to play 3 different times throughout the Saratoga meet. $1,000 up for grabs. There it is right there. And the more of you guys come in, the more money I can get for the competition. So please check it out. Please check it out. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. We got Stat Guap. We got Red Girl, Sean Glass, Ron Lawton, Deer Slayer Ski, Ulysses Hayes, Walla Walla Dose, Jamail Stone, Keith Sadler, Bookie Lover Q, Jimmy Gomez, Jared Schrader, Elio Topset, Dave L.A. in the house, Rich G, Viper, NB, Neo Money, Steve Mendes, Guru Sportsbook. There's Parlay Poppy. Parlay Poppy was so good on the early show. Parlay Poppy hammering Coors Lights. As we speak, we got EJ McClellan. We got Shadow. What a great, great group. And we have a ton of work to do, so let's just get right into it right now. We have opening day lineup, or I go say opening day. We have the lineups ready to go. And let's get after it right now. Here we go. I'm going to get these lineups up. And let's get to work. Look at market moves. Look at lineups. And there were some games that we didn't get to, which bothered me quite a bit. I have all of the moves. I have all of the action. I have all of it. So let's get after it. And Dave L.A. says, Jimmy, the more I think about it, the more I like it. Phillies money line. It's a big balls play that I have enormous respect for. I'm much more comfortable on that 3.5 team total. Let's see, Dave Alley, speaking of that, let's see what that team total is right now if I wanted it. It's still 3.5 at minus 127, and I got it at 3.5 minus 121. Okay. C. Dom in the house. We got Eric Jones ready to go. Bricker, Avi Gold, Coco Bongo, Chad Cannon, Frankie Martinez, and 400 comes in and says Phillies will lose. They are a big dog. Why don't we start with that game? Why don't we start with that game right now? Right now, Coco Bongo doing it right, says my guy Parlay Poppy. There's Don Mago 323. We have not seen enough of our guy Don Mago 323. Says, let me get a shout out to friends. Your new listener, Danny, Hedris, Carlos, Henry. Man, you bring in 4 new guys, Don Mago, my guy. Shout out to our new listeners, man. Welcome to the Low Bag family. Let's get that paper together. We defeat the juice, man. That's how we do it. Shout out to Don Mago, man. Welcome, Danny, Hedris, Carlos, Henry. Let's get after it. Shadow 14-2-1 in CFL. That's extremely, extremely impressive. Okay. Jared Trader does not like hearing that Dave L.A. is like in the Phillies. And also says if you want a dog, Guru says take Seattle first 5. We didn't break that game down enough. Frankie Martinez says 26th birthday play. Let's get after it right now. Larry Savage ready to go. Parlay Poppy ready to go. 99 Judge Champ ready to go. And Neil Frank, Dave Betts. Frankie Martinez, we need to play for his 26th birthday. But first off, Frankie Martinez, happy birthday, man. I hope this year is spectacular for you. Now, personally for me, 20 to 25 was very good, and 26 to 30 was not so good. And then it started getting better again in the 30s. But 26, I still was rolling from 25 and 24. But who cares about my life, Frankie? This is about your life. Happy birthday, Frankie. May it be filled with giant winners where you're going to the bank, cashing big, big checks. Happy birthday, Frankie. Let's get you a play. And Dave L.A. says birthday pick Phillies money line. Ooh. Oh, wow. Now, I gave a birthday pick. I didn't call it a birthday pick because that's what Pete Loshak made so famous here, and I would never be able to recreate how special he made the birthday picks. But I gave a play of the day for our guy Jim Rome's a douche. It was his birthday yesterday, and I gave St. Louis -1, and it took care of business. Now, Pink Eye Genie joining us. Not only does Pink Eye Genie cap, but he spreads pink eye awareness, which is crucial, especially for our upcoming trip to Miami. Jeff Joseph says, any love for the Jays? And Guru Sports Bet says none. Okay, let's get to work. And we're going to start with that Dodgers-Phillies game. Let's take a look at what market the moves have happened here. Here we go. Dodgers, Phillies, and money coming back on the Dodgers, which is probably something we expected. So there was about a 15, 20 cent move towards the Phillies during our morning show. It's come back. It did open at -195. It's now at -190. This total was juiced to the under earlier. It's now juiced to the over. And I find that appealing. Let's see what Pinnacle has done with this total, because I might jump on the over. It opened at 9.5, the over 9.5 -112. It went up to 10 at 6 a.m. Back down to 9.5 and down to 9, 9.5, 9, battling, and then stuck around 9, back to 9.5 for my early show, and then it was 9 for hours. And then at 10:20 a.m. it went to 9.5, and it has not gone back to 9 since. And at 10:20 a.m. it was 9.5 plus 106. It's now 9.5 minus 111. Let's take a look at these lineups before I make a move on this total. For the Dodgers, Peterson, Verdugo, Turner, Bellinger, Muncy, Pollock, Seager, Barnes. Strong lineup. For the Phillies, Hernandez, Kingery, Harper, Hoskins, Bruce Realmuto, Brad Miller, and Adam Hazley in center field. That is not their strongest lineup. Not their strongest lineup. Von Polo says, booking my flight on Friday. Von Polo. So, I have a group that we're going to be building on Twitter so we can talk nonstop and talk throughout the week. So when anybody's got, and we're going to have a link to we're going to be able to see through this site who is signed up for a hotel room. And as soon as you do, you get in the group. Von Polo, my guy. Going to be great. Okay. And, Parlay Poppy saying only skeptical on Kansas, Maldonado out. People overhyping Cease. We're going to get to all that. But please, feel free to talk about any games you want with the cappers in the chat, because it's the chat that makes this show so special. Well, if I'm on the Phillies team total over 3.5, I think Buehler gets touched. We don't trust Velasquez. There's been a 21 cent late move towards the over in this game. There's DJ Big Boss in the house. And that's making me make a move towards the under. Let me just quickly write one note here. Okay. How far is the hotel room from Hollywood International Airport? Von Polo, I'm going to get that information for you. I'm going to copy and paste that, Von Polo, and I will tell you in the morning. Here we go. Let me get that copied and pasted. All right. There we go. Von Polo, I will hook you up with that information in the morning. And that is right under Matt Randall's taint play today, which is the Rockies money line. Brian M. says Citizens Bank Park, 125.80 and 12.61% lifetime record when wind blowing out. From Brian M. I am going to make a move on this over. If I already like the Phillies team total over 3.5, why wouldn't we get to this total of 10? And I'm making that move right now. This is my first edition on this late show. I'm taking the over 9.5. I'm getting minus 110 at 5 dimes. There we go. Full game over 9.5 minus 110. That is available at 5 dimes. I'm on the board with an addition. I'm already on the Phillies team total over 3.5 and minus 121. I've now taken the full game over 9.5 and minus 110. All right. Beautiful. Now, 14 more games to get through. We need to get through all of them. It's imperative that we get through all of them. 2 plays per day only. Rockies, Cubs, Twins, Dodgers, and Cleveland minus 1.5. That's 1 and 2 plays. I like it. That got me. Okay. And Elio Topset letting us know it's a 20-minute ride from Fort Lauderdale. No Hollywood Airport unless you got a private plane. Yeah, because we hadn't talked about Hollywood Airport at all. So thank you for getting us that information. Pink Eye Genie, finally, Dodgers is a better price. Full game team total over 5.5, minus 121. Normal says Buehler is no cakewalk. Phillies are slumping hard. Buehler has not looked as good lately. He has a 7.94 ERA at Citizens Bank Park, but he just allowed 3 runs in 7 innings to the Diamondbacks, a team that was not hitting at all. He just hasn't looked that good. This is going to be his first start since July 3rd. I think he's sort of vulnerable here. And Parlay Poppy, this does correlate with Parlay Poppy's team total overs. He's on Dodgers team total overs. And I like it. I like it. Dom Reach says called Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. Okay, I didn't know that. And T says, Jimmy, nothing but winners breaking the top 5 in SBR contest tonight. That is the DJ Big Boss SBR contest. It's not too late to join. Not too late to join. I'm currently 32nd at 15-7 plus 7 and something units. And I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Dom Ricci on Expedia now. Dom Ricci doing our work. I love it, Dom Ricci. All right. And Isan Solfagari says, Jimmy, I think there's value on Detroit team totals. I'm going to take that one step further. Isan Solfagari also, I was so tired yesterday that your play of the day, the Royals, White Sox, first 5 under, was so perfect. And I don't know why it didn't occur to me, because you put that in the chat. I got it at 4.5. I got it at 4.5 on the late show and didn't take it because I was upset that I missed the 5. But great job, Isan Solfagar. There's my guy, Alex Ramirez. Okay. Oh, and that is the name. That's what you meant, Von Polo. Okay, perfect. Because that's all we know that is by Fort Lauderdale Airport. Okay. And let's get to work on this next game. That would be the Rays-Yankees. I don't want to spend too much time on it because I'm already locked in on the Rays first 5 minus 110. Oh, that's plus a half. Rays first 5 plus half and minus 110. Let's take a look at market moves here. Open at 10, now at 10.5. Yankees open at minus 140. They're now at minus 148. So money's coming back in on the Tampa Bay Rays. Okay. And Dave Betts, Giants, Rockies first 5 totals at 9. Dave Betts, we had, who was it? We had, God, I can't, maybe did I copy and paste it? It was very interesting. We had Rod Zawacki saying Rockies game over 8.5. Is my play of the day, 10-star play of the day. And I was right below Jin Rummy saying Rockies first half under 8.5 was his play. So that's tricky. Absolutely tricky. That total there in Colorado with the way San Francisco's hitting. Okay, Rays first 5 plus a half. I'm already on it at minus 110. If I grabbed it right now, first half, point spreads. Here we go. If I grabbed it right now, where is it? I still get minus 115. I could still get minus 115. Bookmaker at minus 119. Bet Online at minus 130. Heritage at minus 120. All right, let's keep rolling. I want to focus on the games that we haven't got to. Let's take a quick look at the opening lineups, though, in this Rays game. Here we go. For the Rays, Darno, who had 3 home runs yesterday. First catcher to hit 3 home runs against the Yankees in MLB history. The first player to go opposite field home runs, 3 of them, to have 3 of them since ESPN started their pitchcast 10 plus years ago. He's the first player to ever do that. Darno, Pham, Brasso, Diaz, Garcia, Meadows, Adames, Kiermaier, Zunino for the Yankees, and Sabathia, LeMahieu, Judge, Voit, Sanchez, Encarnacion, Gregorius, Aaron Hicks, Torres, Gardner, and they've gone 6 straight games without getting over 4 runs, with 4 runs or less. And Sean Childress says when Tony Randazzo behind the plate, the home team is 1-8 in Detroit at Cleveland. Wow. That is wild stuff. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Sabathia says 2 runs in 12 innings for Tampa home this year, 9 hits, 5 walks, lean Tampa first 5, lean first 5 under again tonight for the Yanks. I'm on Tampa first 5. I got plus a half and minus 110. And that is my action. Probably Papa says if you can get 6 and minus 130 on Tampa, that seems insane. Okay, let's keep rolling. We have Rays first 5 plus a half. We have the Dodgers, Phillies over 9.5 and minus 110, and the Phillies team total over 3.5 and minus 121. Let's move on to Nationals, Orioles, and this is a tricky game. We broke it down on the morning show with Wojciechowski against Austin Voth, 2 average journeymen. Austin Voth, 27 years old, at AAA Fresno, 3-5, 4.40 ERA, 1.35 WHIP, 61 in the third, 68 Ks, 15 walks, 7 home runs. That's actually pretty good for AAA Fresno. And Wojciechowski had great numbers in Columbus, but he's such a journeyman, such a shady. His numbers in the show are so bad. And even in Columbus, with a 3.61 ERA and a 1.16 WHIP, 19 home runs allowed. I actually had this slight lean towards the Orioles first 5, but when I broke it down more, I was like, it'll keep me off the Nationals, but that's probably crazy. Sean Glass, Washington, first 5 run line. Chad Cannon says the Rays win last night may prove to themselves that they can win the division. Cuban Connect says, love the Yanks. Jimmy CC got the Rays ticket, and Stanek will get touched 5 runs before the 5th. Be careful, Jimmy. Look, Stanek's only going to pitch an inning and a half, 2 innings. I know he's coming off that 2 innings of perfection in that almost perfect game they had. Jalen Beeks, very tough. He's a very tough lefty. We know the Yankees hit lefties poorly. They smash righties, hit Yankees, and they hit lefties poorly. And this is the 3rd time this Rays team has seen Sabathia, 3rd time in 4 starts, 5th time in 10 starts. I know he's been very good against them, but I'm quite comfortable on this Rays first 5, and it's a play that our Big Ragoo is making as well. All right, so we're going to keep rolling. MLB says Baltimore dog money. Baltimore dog money, and it's true. Money's been coming in on Baltimore. Let's go to first full game money lines and totals. Now, I'm going to be going a little bit fast here, but it's imperative that we touch each and every game, so I'll be going pretty fast here. Okay, Voth Wojciechowski. So these, let me make sure I've got everything set up with my settings here that I've got better. Okay, perfect. Okay, it opened at -1.9. Oh, that's first half. Damn. So there's even been a 15-cent move on the first half. Full game, open at -205. There's been a 30-cent move towards the Orioles. That is wild. Absolutely wild. And J Cap Too Much says, Jimmy, fading you, hit for 1,800. All money lines. Great job, J Cap Too Much. But in baseball, I'm up just under $4,000 in the last 2 months. And my whole record has changed drastically. But J Cap Too Much, whatever works for you, keep rolling. I am up 1,200 this month, and I cut my unit size down to 125, but whatever works for you. And Ron Crawford spreadsheet, Minnesota, Cleveland, Dodgers, Rockies. I am on Minnesota. These Ron Crawford spreadsheet plays are absolutely rolling right now. I'm going to copy and paste those. Thank you for sharing that with us, Ron Crawford. Okay, here we go. I'm going to copy and paste that. And let's roll. Beltway rivalry, Bookie Lover Q says, yes, there should be more attention, more people caring about the Orioles spot, and the market move, all that stuff, but I will be staying off that game. Now let's move on to Tigers, Indians. Tigers, Indians. Oh, and did we break down lineups there? No, we didn't. For Washington, Baltimore. For Washington, Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Zimmerman, Adams, Dozier, Robles, Gomes. For Baltimore, VR, Mancini, Cisco, Nunez, Santander, Smith, Davis, Alberto, Ruiz. That's the Nationals, Orioles spot. Beautiful. Okay, I'm staying off of it. Now let's move on to Tigers, Indians. Tigers, Indians. Let's look at the market moves in Tigers, Indians, Carpenter, Plesac. The total opened at 10.5, slightly juiced to the over, and it's moved 4 cents in the over's direction. And some late money actually surprisingly coming a bit on Detroit. They opened at -224. They were in the -240s even half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago. They're now -238 there, -238. Okay, let's keep rolling here. Now, when I broke this game down, Tigers, Indians, I told you guys that I don't trust Zach Plesac. I mean, I guess I trust him to be a starter in the future, but he's not looked quite as good lately. And we know the Indians can't hit lefties very hard. In Jose Ramirez, he was eating off of righties. Their power hitters are lefties because of that. And I know that Tigers are so bad. Larry Savage saying Tigers are terrible. Fade Detroit. Paco Healy, my guy, says chilling with my cousin and the kids poolside with drinks and the show on the speaker for all to hear. Man, Paco Healy, our San Diego Padres expert, my guy. Paco, please join us in Miami. In what? In like 5 weeks. Please join us in Miami. I got to roll with Paco Healy at the LA Summit of Champions, Lowback Summit of Champions. I got to roll with Paco Healy in Vegas, and we need him in Miami. There's my guy, our guy, Lowbagger, Paco Healy. Okay. So, Tigers, Indians. Now, I understand the Tigers are a terrible baseball team, but we have seen their offense show signs of life in the last 2 games. I know Ryan Carpenter is terrible. Both these pitchers pitched down in AAA during the All-Star break. Plesac, let's see what he did. 6 1/3, 3 runs for Columbus on Thursday. Carpenter went, let's see exactly what he did. 5 hits, allowed 1 run over 6 innings. I understand. And Russell Gordy laughing at me saying, no Cleveland run line next game. I would never make a full game play on the Tigers, but I do have interest in the first 5, like I had yesterday, and I got talked off of it. And I spent the whole day ensuring that just because I got talked off of it and it won, that I wasn't forcing going back there. But I know that these Indians can't hit lefties or hit them poorly. Let's take a quick look at the lineups for this Indian spot. Here we go. Detroit, Cleveland. Detroit, Reyes, Castro, Cabrera, Castellanos, Candelario, Stewart, Dixon, Wilson, Mercer. For these Indians, Lindor, Mercado. Mercado was in a 1-for-24 slump, hit 2 jacks yesterday. Santana, Luplo, Ramirez, Kipnis back in the lineup. Perez, Bowers back in the lineup. And Tyler Naquin. Russell Gordy says, Jimmy, don't do that to your low baggers. Russell Gordy, I'd be doing that to me. I'd be doing that to me, not to my fellow low baggers. I'm not asking anyone to take this play. The first 5 hit yesterday, and I'm doing it to me. Russell Gordy. There's Juan Ruiz in the house. Says, so stoked for next month. Finally hanging with the low bag crew. Juan Ruiz, we are so excited about this spot here. We are so excited about Miami. All right. And Jay Cap Too Much is on Detroit moneyline and under as a max bet. Dave LA says, Jimmy, what about first 5 team total over? The reason why I'm taking this Tiger spot is because I believe that Carpenter is much better. Obviously, an 8.36 ERA, 1.75 whip. I just think he's better. Jared Trader says, auto fade. I get it. And Jay Cap Too Much says, they stink, leave the Indians. Jimmy, they stink, leave the Indians alone. I'm all about taking the Tigers here. Now, let's just see what I would get first 5 here. And I'm going to take a shot at a dog spot here with Carpenter and the Tigers playing a little bit better. If I take the money line with the Tigers, first 5, I'm getting plus 205. Now, if I take them plus a half run, I'm getting plus 148. And that's what I will do at Bookmaker. I am taking the Tigers first 5 at plus 148. First 5 plus a half, First 5 plus a half at plus 148. All right, Ryan Carpenter. Now we could easily show up here tomorrow, and I could look like a clown, but we will see. Okay, Jays, Red Sox, Wags Pack, Cashner. Cashner's first game with these Red Sox. Wags Pack actually has 6 pitches if you count both the 2-seam and the 4-seam fastball. I just don't think any of these pitches are elite. I don't think any of these pitches are elite. Let's take a quick look here with Jays, Red Sox, exactly what we're getting at. Toronto, market move. Sorry, let me go to full game. We have to go a little bit faster than we've been going. A little bit faster than we have been going. Okay. Let's go. Jays, Red Sox. Here we go. Jays, Red Sox, market moves. Come on. Okay, sorry. The total opened at 11, and it was juiced to the under. It's now at 11.5. Cashner, the Red Sox opened at minus 205. They're now at minus 178. How bad is this Red Sox bullpen? Absolutely terrible. Deerslayer Ski says back to the well with the Red Sox. Isan Sofagari says, if you bet Detroit only straight, do not let it ruin your parlays. Nando Suevas is on Boston and the over. Viper MB says, don't worry, Jimmy, if it loses, we can just blame the alcohol. No, because there's been no alcohol left. You know, if I get rolled on my walk home from the bar, we can blame that on the alcohol, but that's about it. The real DJX is on Red Sox minus 1.5. Jimmy Gomez is on Red Sox plus the over. Guru Sportsbet, play of the day, Boston first 5 minus a half. Steve Mendez, I really like Red Sox first 5 minus a half. What do you get for the Red Sox first 5 minus a half? Now, Cashner historically destroys the Jays. He's got great numbers against the Jays. 2.49 ERA in 8 starts. He has only had 10 career innings at Fenway Park with a 7.20 ERA. That sample size is so small. It's so small. Now, he gave up, back to Wagas Pack, gave up 3 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts in 5 innings, but that was at home. This is going to be a very tough place for Wagas Pack. I agree with you guys on this Red Sox first 5 run line. I think it's a good look. Let me get it right now. Let's see how much juice there is on it. Wow, I like it. I'm with you guys. I'm rolling with you guys here. I'm getting minus 130 at Bookmaker. Thank you for leading me in this direction, and I will be hammering it. Isan Sofagari says, Jimmy, get on the team total just in case first 5. Let me see what the team total is on the first 5 against Wagas Pack. First 5 team total for the Red Sox, 3.5 minus 116. No, I'm comfortable. I'm just going to make the one play. I'm going to make the one play, but God, Isan, I just wish I had joined you yesterday. It was such a glaringly obvious, smart bet. And with no sleep, I didn't make a move. Steve Mendez says, attaboy! All right, let's get it. Red Sox, first 5, minus a half, minus 130. All right. Let's keep rolling along right now. Padres, Marlins. I don't want to spend too much time on this game. We can go back to some of these games if we have time, but I'm worried about time. I'm on Marlins first 5 plus 105. I do not believe in Logan Allen at all. I know he had a ERA over 5 in the PCL League, and that's a PCL League thing, but he came in and looked very good early. He had his family there game 1. He looked excellent. He looked good in game 2, but he was getting lucky. And the stats showed that he was going to regress, and then he got touched by the Giants, who are very hot. All that said and done, I want to fade him first 5. I still don't trust Marlins bullpen. I know how good the Padres lineup is and can be. And sorry we didn't go over the Jays lineup. Let's do that Jays lineup very quickly. Sogard, Guerrero Jr., Gurriel, Grichuk, Jansen, Smoke, Galvis, Hernandez, McKinney. For the Red Sox, Betts, Devers, Bogarts, Martinez, Benintendi, Vasquez, Bradley Jr., Chavez, and Holt. And there's no need to have Sandy Leon, who's a better defensive catcher, better game caller, because no one's worked with Cashner before anyways. I'm fine with this. Okay, now let's move to San Diego, Miami. For San Diego, Tatis Jr., Hosmer, Machado playing only his 4th game in his hometown of Miami. Renfroe, Naylor, Maya, Kinsler, Margot, and then Logan Allen. For Miami, Rojas, Ramirez, Cooper, Anderson, Castro, Alfaro, Puello, Rivera, and Yamamoto. All right, let's keep rolling. Chad Cannon said Jimmy made me money last Logan Allen start, and I'm going right back to that well. T saying parlay doing the work. Thank you for the Waggis Pack line. Let's see. I must have missed that. Things are coming in fast. Waggis Pack 2-6, 5.30, 12 appearances, 11 starts for AAA Buffalo this season, and he's got lots of pitches and no way of using him. Parlay Poppy on Allen on Padres. Opposite side here. Not a sample size to regress. We know he gets abused by lefties. Still don't really know where he's at in the big show. Same with Yamamoto. I hear you, Parlay Poppy. And Larry Savage says, problem is the Marlins suck. I predict Logan Allen will be back in the Pacific Coast League a month from now. How about that, Parlay? That's what I predict. So it's July 16th. So right before, 2 days before we meet up in Miami. Actually, I'm there a couple days before you. But and I know Parlay Poppy's taking the red eye Tuesday night from Los Angeles, California to meet us in Miami. I predict he will not be on the San Diego Padres roster. All right, let's keep rolling. Diamondbacks at Rangers. This is a game that we didn't get to cap long enough. Let's all put our mind into this play. Diamondbacks, Rangers. Rangers 31-19 at home, 6 games over 500. Diamondbacks 47-47. And Lovolo thinks that this team should be better than that. I don't. They're 27-25 on the road. They had this great road record, and that's coming down to earth. This team ends up under 598 Fahrenheit in Arlington, 11 miles per hour in. Oh, what? Paco Healy, sorry. DJ Big Boss says, I'm on that under Paco Healy. Oh, and Paco Healy on the Dodgers under. Uh-oh. And DJ Big Boss is on that under, where I have taken the over with Astute Chaos. That is concerning. That is very concerning. Austin Brown, play of the day. Thank you for sharing this, guys. Let's jump in on this. Jared Trader says Diamondbacks live dog. Austin Brown says my play today, Dodgers, Rangers, first 5 under 5.5. Both great pitchers against the opposing teams, even though Young is relatively untested. He came out a stud in his first 2, and he's a lefty versus the worst against left-hand pitching. Okay, and also our guy, Pink Eye Genie, who caps, spreads pink eye awareness, says Alex Young is for real for Arizona. 5 solid pitches he can throw. Watch them live here in Arizona. If that means anything, Rangers won't touch him first 5. All right. Let's make a move here, and let's look at what the market has done with it. So for this Arizona-Texas spot, sorry, that's first 5. Good, that's first 5. That's what I want to do, first 5. First 5, let's go to money lines and totals. First 5, that's what I want to focus on. It's at 5.5. That hasn't moved. The market hasn't moved on this. It was under 5.5 at minus 115. It's still under 5.5 at minus 115. Does Arizona have value early? Sure, they do. But I would also say that Lance Lynn is up for the Cy Young Award this year. All that said and done, I'm going to jump on that 5.5 with our guy, Austin Brown, right now. Oh, and Rangers' first 5 is a play. Parlay Poppy says Allen will be on. Yeah. Be on the PCL roster, Poppy. We'll be talking about this very soon. But I love with the low bag fam, it's okay to be on the other side. It's okay to not agree with each other. That doesn't mean we lose our minds. All right. Ron Lofton says, I'm a big D-backs fan and I'm on Lynn. Wow. Parlay Poppy agreeing with the under 5.5. And Guru Sports says, I'm on the 5.5. I got it at 6. Wow. Let's go back to this market move and see when he got it at 6. Let's go to Pinnacle. Let's see what Pinnacle has done with this first half total. Wow, it opened at 6 yesterday until 9:30 p.m. Wow. What a great move. Unbelievable. Oh, and it popped back at 6 for an hour from 10:08. No, for 1 minute. Jesus. At 10:54, they dropped to 6, and at 10:55, it went back to 119, minus 119. Wow. Let's see what BetOnline has done with this. Wow, that's so interesting. Great look getting it at 6. Great work. Here, let's see. BetOnline has kept it at 5.5 all day. Wow, great work getting it at 6. I hope that doesn't come into play because I'm now jumping on the under 5.5. It's a dangerous thing to do in Arlington in the heat. It's a dangerous thing to do. Makes me a little nervous. It does make me a little nervous. Bookie Lover Q saying Lynn 6-0 versus the Diamondbacks. He has excellent numbers against the Diamondbacks. Excellent numbers. He shut down the Astros before the All-Star break. They were rolling. Struck out 11 and 7 scoreless. Scoreless 8-inning effort against Tampa on June 28th. 6-0, 2.80 ERA in 12th grade starts against Arizona. Young was working on a no-hitter against Colorado in the final game before the All-Star break. Ooh. Guru says, if I win you and Guru, great look at the +7. That's so sharp of you. All right, I'm taking the under 5.5. Under 5.5, I'm getting +100 at Intertops. Oh, I don't like taking unders in this ballpark. Under 5.5, +100. Rangers just hit 233, 722 OPS versus lefties. That's what Austin Brown was talking about. Bookie Lover Q says Hunter Pence back tonight. Hunter Pence is back tonight. But I tell you what, I can't believe. Oh, and you want to see if he's confirmed? Yeah, let's take a look at his lineup. How is he playing so well? I find it difficult to believe. Yes, Hunter Pence is batting third DHing. We have Chu, Andrews, Pence, Mazzara, Gallo, Santana, Odor, Cabrera, Mathis. I find it impossible to believe that Hunter Pence is just going to waltz back in the lineup and be hitting at the 330 clip or whatever he was hitting before that. I find it so difficult to believe. For the Diamondbacks, Dyson, Marte, Escobar, Lamb, Cron, Avila, Ahmed, Vargas, Locastro. That's an ugly lineup. Okay, let's keep rolling right now. And Viper MB says ball's going to fly. Yeah, it is 11 miles per hour in, but we know that's not... We know that's not, it's not a big deal at this ballpark. Okay, let's keep rolling. Reds, Cubs. And we said on the early show, if we looked at this lineup and it had Maldonado catching for Alec Mills, we were going to take the Cincinnati Reds first 5. And I believe that has to be the move we make. Also see Robel Garcia at second. It is not the strongest lineup for the Cubbies. It's Schwarber, Baez, Bryant, Rizzo, Garcia, Hayward, Almora Jr., Maldonado. For the Reds, Winker, Votto, Suarez, Puig, Dietrich, Senzel, Peraza, Farmer. And we are making that move. We have to go with, we broke that game down. And we broke that game down. Now, Daryl Lyle's liking the over. And Tease says Cincy wins that game. Let's take a look at what the market's move has done with it, because maybe those are both great looks. Okay, full game, money lines and totals, Cubbies, Reds. Here we go. Opened at 10.5, still at 10.5, a 2-cent move towards the under. The Cubbies opened up minus 130. They're now minus 127. Money coming on these Cubbies. What's the weather in Chicago? It is 83 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 6 miles per hour, sideways. Interesting. Keith Sadler says Cubs and over. Guru Sportsbet says, I've had bad luck going against AAA pitchers who haven't been seen. I'm staying off. I would agree with that. If there was a catcher who understood what he's doing, we're talking about a guy who just got off the plane. Talking about a team that just got off the plane. I'm going to focus on Disclafani, and let's talk about what he has done lately. Here we go. 11 career starts against the Cubs, 4-3, 3.84 ERA. Struck out 58, walked 20. You know what? I'm making this move. I can understand that, Guru, but we have Alec Mills here, a 27-year-old journeyman. He's had 4.73 ERA in Iowa. He throws slowly. Steve Mendes says, I'm on Rangers first 5. Jimmy sounds good. Dave LA is on the Cubs money line. Joe Vyson says Cubs, there's rain in the area. That was the only spot where there was going to be rain in the area. Parlay Poppy saying DeSclafani's bad at home, much better on the road as well. Also 4-3. Great stuff there. And Parlay Poppy says really leaning to this Reds first 5. Dave LA liking the Cubbies money line. And Repula Gaming says Miami. Can't wait to party with you, Repula Gaming. Okay, I'm going to jump on this first 5 right now on the Reds. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and that was making an idea that Mills and Maldonado, how are they possibly going to be able to roll together was the thought process there. I'm getting plus 110 for DeSclafani, plus 110 here at Bookmaker. DeSclafani on the Reds first 5, and I'm locking it in now. Reds first 5 at plus 110. All right, let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. Talk about some of the pitchers who've come in from AAA, from the PCL League or whatever and look good. A lot of them, I mean, the first time we saw Anderson look good on the A's, he came up with Bo Taylor, and that was his battery in AAA. I just don't see how Maldonado's going to be able to figure out what to do here. And Christopher Comtein saying Descalani's a fly ball pitcher. I know that can be difficult. T says, my chat is frozen. Tease, get back to us. Come back to us, Tease. And let's keep rolling here. I'm not going to take the over. Okay, here's a spot where Dave LA, I think, was bang on. We've had funny movement in the Brewers game where it's pretty much where it was from the morning line. I got it at minus 172. If you want it now, and I don't want to spend too much time on this game, but I do want to add a play here. So here we go, Brewers minus, wow, it's gone back again to the Mets. Interesting. It's now at minus 167. Interesting. Very, very peculiar. Wow. And interesting, another thing is that, I can't believe this, Bet Online opened this so low. Minus 147 for Minnesota. So really, there's still been a 20-cent move, but it got back to the 170s. God, that's interesting. Okay. Isan Silvergari says, are Brewers not one of the most disappointing teams in MLB? With how good their lineup is, they shouldn't be losing like this. Nice. Oh, Dom Ricci, that is great, great news. Just legalized sports betting in New York upstate. Wow. Beautiful. Russell Gordy saying Woodruff is the real deal. Larry Savage says betting on Brewers is like flipping a coin. DJ Big Boss just added the Cubs. And Ron Lofton said, since he did just fine coming from Coors Field, you're right. That's been a rarity. The Brewers, minus 1 money line and minus 172. And I'm going to jump on them right now. I'm going to jump on these Brewers. I was talking about the Brewers, right? I didn't go to Minnesota, did I? Oh, you're absolutely right. I'm looking at the wrong move. Oh, thank you for saying that. That's why I was like, man, how did I screw that up? Thank you. There's my guy, Mr. Fat Fist. And Guru Sports Bets. Thank you. I was screwing that up. The Brewers are still big favorites. Nothing's changed there. Sorry, I went to Minnesota, not Milwaukee. They're right beside each other. 907, 908, 929, 930. Here we go. For the Brewers, there we go. They opened at minus 165. They end up at minus 177. Thank you for pointing that out, my guy, Guru Sports Bets. Okay, so this is why Bryce Wilson goes down to AAA, gets destroyed. He's 21. He's cocky, and I just don't like that. Woodruff pitching very, very well right now. I know the Brew Crew are playing bad baseball. Let's quickly look at what their lineups are. For the Braves, Acuna, Swanson, Freeman, Donaldson, Markakis, Albies, Riley, Flowers, Wilson. For the Brew Crew, Kane, Yelich, Grandal, Moustakas, Thames, Hira, Gamel, Saladino. I know this Brewers team is not playing well, but I think that Woodruff can take care of business. If I'm wrong about Bryce Wilson, was the reason why I didn't double up on the first 5. With Braves batting first, I'm very interested on a bet that Dave LA made with the Brewers scoring first. And I bet that's where I'm going to get the best odds. And I'm going to check this out right now. Baseball. Here we go. Let's see what my book is offering. This Brew Crew first to score. And then we got to move on because I'm taking too long. Here we go. First team to score, it's a minus 120. And then the Brew Crew first 5. Where's that? Brew Crew first 5 is at minus 192. I'm rolling with Dave. And I'm grabbing Brewers first to score. Brewers. Oh, sure I don't miss this. Brewers first. I'm sure I could get a better line in a different book, but I'll take what my book's offering me, minus 120. All right. Larry Savage said Braves are 28-10 their last day. Yeah, the Braves are playing very, very, very good. And Elio says if Brewers were batting, the line would be 200. They're batting first. All right. Now we have the Twins. We're all over the Twins. And thank you, Guru, for pointing out the mistake I was making with the line read there, the market move. I'm on the Twins -1. Matt's coming out of the bullpen. He's only coming out of the bullpen because of the injury to Wheeler. Pineda's been very, very good. And I'm on Twins -1. We don't have time to make too many moves. Boogie Lover Q saying Matt's road ERA is very bad. It's very, very bad. I think he's a character guy who could step up in this situation. We know that the Mets will benefit from a DH as they got a lot of power. But I'm taking the Twins here. I got -120. Dave, what do you get? I'm sure you got a better line, but I got to keep moving. I don't have time to line shop. Joe Bison says, let down on the Twins after whipping the Indians. Mets money line. Dom Reed said, took Mets under 10.5. Pineda has let up only a few runs last few games. Matt's pitching for his way back in starting rotation. Opened at 9, jumped to 10.5. Wow. Thank you, Guru. Much love to you. Now, back to this Mets-Twins spot. I don't want to spend too much time. And Dave, what did you get on the Brewers to score first? Be very curious. We got to keep rolling. I'm on Twins -1. I got money line -150, -1.5 at +125. And I can understand why Dom made that bet. I understand why Dom made that bet. Let's take a look at what's going on with this Minnesota game. Here we go. Yeah, open at -147, and it's now -166, and 19-cent move towards the Twinkies. And the total opened at 10 at BetOnline. It's now at 10.5 and -116. I can understand that. I can understand that move, and you may look like an absolute genius. Dave Ellis says Mets with a DH are very dangerous. Jimmy, trust me. I love the way Pineda's looked. I'm going to stick with this spot. And then Guru's guy, Chris Mazza, may get in for long relief tonight. And wow, Dave L.A. Bruins to score first at +110. Man, my book is garbage, but I have no time to line shop. And great job, Dave. Okay, let's keep moving along here. White Sox, Royals. We're running out of time. I got to speed it up. We did not break down this game enough. Dylan Cease versus Glenn Sparkman. Cease in AAA Charlotte, 5-2, 4.48 ERA, 1.57 WHIP, 68 and a third, 73 Ks, 32 walks, 4 homers. A very highly thought of prospect. Then we have Glenn Sparkman, 2-5, 5.18 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, 64 and a third, 34 Ks, 17 walks, 14 homers. White Sox, 250, 708 OPS versus righties. Royals, 251, 729 OPS versus righties. White Sox did nothing against Jacob Junis, and I expect the White Sox to basically lose out the rest of the year. I mean, obviously they're not going to do that, but I expect them to lose 50 games, or let's say 45 games after the All-Star break. Cease, Major League debut July 3rd. He's now been off for 12 games. 3 runs, 4 hits, 5 innings. He said that the 12-day gap, he told reporters, is not going to have any adverse effect on him. Sparkman gave up 4 runs, 9 hits, 6 innings against the Nationals in Washington. He has a bad road record, but he did close it with 4 straight scoreless innings. He gave up 4 runs in 1 inning of relief May 29th and started against these guys June 9th. When he started, he allowed 3 runs, 2 earned, 8 hits, 6 and 2/3. Overall versus the White Sox, Sparkman 0-1, 5 games, 2 starts, 4.97 ERA. Let's take a quick look, and I know I don't have time to do this stuff, but let's take a quick look at what Sparkman has done at home very quickly, and then I'll be able to decide if I want to go with Dave L.A., who believes in these Royals. And I'm hesitant just because Cease is a bit of a question mark here. How many games do we have left? 4. Okay, we have 4 games. Everything's fine. Stay calm. Sparkman here at home has a 2.19 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP. He just loves pitching there. He just loves pitching at home. So look at his last 6 starts. He's been torched, but they've all come on the road. At home, he allowed 1 earned run to the tough-hitting Twins. It just feels like Bookie Lover Q says Brewers sitting bats. I'll take the hot team plus money. Hey, I get it. I'm guessing that they get touched here. Dave L.A. says Royals first 5 can be your diamond play that no one is talking about. You know who's talking about it was Parlay Poppy on the early show. And have to give credit where credit's due. But yeah, I feel like Cease Guru says Cease is good. I'm telling you, he's going to be a stud. And I agree with you. Cease is going to be much better than Sparkman, but 12 days off in between starts. Russell Gordy saying Sparkman is trash. Let's see what we're getting on a plus line here. Money line, first half on Sparkman. I mean, if you think let's take a look at lineups too. Let's take a look at lineups because I think there's going to be an addition here. For the White Sox, Garcia, Moncada, Abreu, McCann, Jay, Jimenez, Reed, Sanchez, Tilson. This is a team that has questionable leadership. And will the White Sox just start crumbling now in the second half? For the Royals, Merrifield, Mondesi, Gordon, Dozier back. Dozier so important in this Royals lineup. Soler, Cuthbert, Starling, Lopez, Gallagher behind the plate. Wow. Rich G says big splits for Sparkman. Steve Mendes says I agree on Cease to Guru. All right. First five. If I was to back these Royals, I'm going to get a plus 120 at Bookmaker, and I'm going to take it. I'm going to book it. Taking Royals, first five, plus 120. All right. All right. Let's keep rolling. 4 games left, and this is a tricky one. Is it tricky, though? What do we think of Dario Agrizal? Because I bet Jack Flaherty comes out and throws a gem. Wainwright set a precedent, going 7 scoreless. Goes into the bullpen. He says, who's next? We watched Michaelis step up next with a complete game shutout. Flaherty is one of those guys. I think Flaherty has a big start here. I think the Cardinals start winning games because of their offense. Let's break this game down more. And to do that, we have to break down Dario Agrizal. 2-0, 2.81 ERA, 1.31 whip, 16 innings, 7 Ks, 5 walks, 3 home runs. I'm not trying to do too much. In combined AAA, Indianapolis, and AA, Altoona, 5-4, 4.05 ERA. Very nice whip at 1.10, 80 innings, 62 Ks, 11 walks, 10 home runs. Joe Anisi's on both Pittsburgh moneyline and Atlanta moneyline. That's concerning. Rich G says Pirates team total over 3.5. Thoughts? I mean, this team is just coming out of the All-Star break cold as ice, just like the White Sox. They get swept by the Cubbies, and then they get shut out against the Cardinals. Parlay Poppy saying Agrizal is a low-key stud. Daryl Newman saying no Carpenter for the Cardinals, which is probably something that should have been expected. He fouled the ball off his foot. X-rays came negative. Let's take a look at who we're dealing with this lineup, and then let's look at market moves. For the Cardinals, Edman, DeYoung, Goldschmidt, O'Neill, Fowler, Wong, Wieters, Bader. God, we thought this lineup was going to be good this year. It's trash. Frazier, for the Pirates, Frazier, Reynolds, Marte, Bell, Moran, Dickerson, Newman, Diaz. Will Bell slump coming out of the home run derby? Parlay Poppy says 55 at-bats from Flaherty against Pirates, OPS of 723 from the Pirates. Joe Yurkovich says, I'm going against the big line move. Let's talk about this big line move right now. Thank you, Joe. My guy, Joe Yurkovich. Joe Yurkovich, you're in my head when I'm going over these futures. I've only made 2 so far. I'm drooling over making more. But you're in my head, Joe Yurkovich, and it's good to have you guys it's good to have you in my head, Joe. Much respect to you. Okay, here we go. Pirates, Cardinals. Cardinals open up at minus 175. They're now at minus 177. 2-cent move towards the Cardinals. The Pirates Cardinals total opens at 8.5. It's now at 9. Was there a move here? It seems, oh wow, there was. Pinnacle opened up the Cardinals at minus 157. Now it's at minus 181. Let's see what BetOnline did. BetOnline, maybe it's time. Actually, I shouldn't do anything right now because things are going well in baseball, but maybe it's time to not have BetOnline as my opener because BetOnline opened it at minus 175 at 12:17. Pinnacle opened it up at minus 157 2 hours later. Wow. Very, very, very interesting, Joe. And there's Liberty Finder in the house. Much love to you, Liberty Finder. Felicia Travis joining us. She's on the White Sox. KC over. Good luck with that, Felicia. Okay. Repula Gaming says Pirates went on their last win streak. You know what? I'm going right back to the well with the Cardinals. I'm going right back to the well on the Cardinals. Dave LA says Pirates second half are 0-4, only scored 3 runs just once. Every else under. Very interesting, Dave LA. I'm loving all this insights. And by the way, Dave LA, we're missing you on the show. Please come back to us this week. Carlos Thomas says no taint. No, there is a taint. It's a Rockies money line. Okay, Cardinals pitchers are stepping up. Play Poppy says, I don't think St. Louis is going to go off on Agrizal, and Flaherty is much better at home. I think this first 5 at minus 110 is good. I am going to make a move on the full game with the Cardinals. I just think this is a team that could get on a winning streak led by their pitchers. And let me get the market up right now. Here we go. Cardinals full game. St. Louis here, just in case Agrizal is a stud getting out there. I think Flaherty's going to have a nice start. I'm going to take the Cardinals on the -1 line. I'm getting a -177 on the money line. Cardinals money line -177. There we go. Sorry. And this is a Cardinals -1 play. So on the money line, -177. And on the run line, here we go. Spread on the run line, St. Louis Cardinals. I'm getting a +116. That is available at Pinnacle. All right. 4:21, 9 minutes and 3 games left. And we have a lucrative Larry popping into the show. Okay, now these 3 games require a lot of work. We didn't spend too much time on them. We did talk about this Giants-Rockies spot. Let's move on it. All right. Parlay Poppy taking this first 5 under 5. Yeah, if Agrizal has a good start, that could be a nice look. Let's go to that first 5 total. Thank you for sharing that, Poppy. Okay, it's 5. It opened at under 5 -115. It's now under 5 at -105. God, that could be a good look if we think Agrizal. I mean, we know this Cardinals team is terrible. Austin Brown says Cardinals is a good play. I was debating -1. Haven't bet it yet. And Twadi Latte says Pirates team total over 3.5. It's a very low team total for a team that was rolling before the All-Star break. And Twadi knows these Pirates very, very well. I think if they get after them, they get after the bullpen. I just see Flaherty having a nice start here. 3-1, 2.48 ERA, and 5 career starts against the Pirates. I'm taking Carpenter out of that lineup. The Cardinals don't hit righties. 244, 711. You know what? I think I jump with our guy Poppy here. Agrizal better step up, but he had good numbers in AAA Indianapolis and AA Altoona. 83 Fahrenheit, 4 miles per hour out to center. Okay. I'll take this. First 5, under 5 at -105. That's Bet Online, Bookmaker, Intertops. Okay. First 5, under 5, -105. All right. Okay. Let's keep rolling. Now we get to the taint play of the day, and we're doing fine with time, but these next 3 games take a lot of work. Taint play of the day is on the Rockies, and thank you for sharing that action, Parlay Poppy. Okay, Pomeranz Lambert. Total opens at 14. It's now at 14.5. Rockies open up at -135. They're now at -132. T says Rockies will tee off on Pomeranz. He's been good at home, but this is Colorado. Giants 25-23 away. They're now 4 games under 500. And Bruce Bochy, what a guy, man. Just rolling. Steven Mendez says, Jimmy, how about Seattle A's? That's all we have left. We have Giants, Rockies, Astros, Angels, and we shut down with Mariners, A's. Okay, Giants, Rockies, 93 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 7 miles per hour to left center. Rockies at 46-48. Could you believe that the Giants are 1 game behind the Colorado Rockies? Unbelievable. Paco Healy says, definitely fading Pomeranz. Repula Gaming liking the over. Yes, Liberty Finder, the taint is the Rockies money line. Dave L.A. says, Giants are the best team right now. I love it. Joe Yurkovich agreeing, saying yes, over. Both have enormously high ERAs and whips. Pomeranz, 2-9, 6.42 ERA, 1.77 whip. Lambert, 2-1, 6.67 ERA, 1.48 whip. Giants are hitting 234, 701 OPS versus righties. So imagine with that low number is actually going up. Russell Gordon says Rockies will not lose 3 games in 24 hours. Rockies are hitting 264, 785 OPS versus lefties. This was a team that used to smash lefties. They are not doing that anymore. Let's take a look at the lineups here. Okay, I don't have the Giants lineup. Let me refresh, and now I still don't. Okay, but for the Rockies, Blackman, Story, Arenado, Murphy, Desmond, Tapia, McMahon, Iannetta. Parlay Poppy says Pomeranz has value here. Guru says Pomeranz going to get crushed. Dave L.A., are you on the Giants? Oh, I've copied and pasted your plays, didn't I, from the morning show? Where are they? What the hell? I thought I copied and pasted them. I don't have them here. You go to your Twitter. Why don't I just quickly go to your Twitter? Here we go. You guys have had such a great read on these Giants. I only took them on that first game team total over. Well, here's the Big Ragu. The first thing I see, Big Ragu's on Miami, first 5 -101. Tampa Bay, first 5 at +135. And Texas -1.5 at +110. Also reverse run lining it. and 3-team parlays. There is our guy, Big Ragu. Let me give a quick retweet to our guy, Big Ragu. Now let's see what Dave LA is doing here. Dave LA, his action here is Nationals run line minus 125, Cubs money line minus 135, Brewers first 5 run line minus 135, Brewers to score first plus 110, and Phillies team total over 3.5 minus 125. He's also on the Cardinals first 5 run line and minus 125. He's on a half unit MLB parlay, 50 to pay at 188. Red Sox first 5, Mets run line, and Diamondbacks run line. Oh, a plus 1.5 being run line. Interesting. Parlay Poppy says Lambert is the worst pitcher in this matchup. You know what? DJ Big Boss took the Giants. I'm going to stay off of this game. Dave Ellis said Pomeranz maybe gets hit, but as soon as Giants bullpen comes in, Rockies will get shut down. Guru Sportsbet says ERA is higher, one of the best pitcher parks in the National League than Lambert. Is that the worst pitcher park in baseball? You know what? I feel like there's just some question marks here, and I'm going to stay off the Yankees-Rockies game. Let's move on to Astros-Angels. Hector Rondon will be starting things off, and then will come in a 25-year-old Cuban, Rogelio Armenteros at AAA round. So Hector Rondon, 3-1, 3.34 ERA, 1.29 WHIP. He's had a good season, high walk rate, but not allowing a lot of hits. Then we have Armenteros from Cuba at AAA Round Rock. He was 4-6 with a 5.05 ERA, 1.51 WHIP, 57 innings, 63 Ks, 21 walks, 10 home runs. I think they get touched when he comes in. For the Angels, they have Andrew Heaney, 1-3, 5.18 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, 41 2/3, 49 Ks, 17 walks, 9 home runs. There's been very little movement to the total and to the money line since this game was announced, and it wasn't announced till later in the afternoon because there was no pitcher announced. Dave LA says Angels money line. Astros are hitting 284, 883 OPS versus lefties, and Heaney hasn't looked very good this year. 9 home runs in 41 2/3. Guru says, I'm taking Houston. I gave you Angels yesterday. Yes, I was on Angels first 5. Angels have won 4 in a row. They're now 4.5 games behind Oakland and Cleveland for the second wild card spot in the AL. Heaney faced the Astros once this year, July 6th, so in his most recent start. Took the loss, but he allowed 2 runs, 5 hits on 5 innings. Angels lost 4-0. That was not a bad start. And Russell Gordy saying, Houston, get this one. Chad Cannon says, over again in this one. Heaney, 1 win on the season. He's 3-3 with a 3.20 ERA in 8 career starts against Houston. Yes, Parlay Poppy, it's Rendon and then Rogelio Armenteros. Yes, Rendon is starting, and then Armenteros will come in probably in the 3rd inning. Dave LA says Heaney is at home is better versus the road. Jose Altuve hitting 364 against him, but Jose Altuve, I mean, he's looked a little bit better of late, but he's not looked like the same guy. Let's see what Poppy's stats are. Heaney 263, average 764, OPS 334, WOBA versus Astros, who aren't hitting currently. Russell Gordy liking the under and liking Houston. We do not have lineups yet. Let me refresh. And still no lineups, but we have lineups for Seattle, Oakland. Interesting. Chris Kaiser says, play the Angels at home, fade them on the road. Guru Sportsbet says Houston will bounce back. Astros are most definitely hitting. There's our guy, Ron Lofton. Time to switch from sativa to indica. Ron Lofton even caps marijuana well. All right. Do we make a move on this Angels team? And at what point do they start feeling the effects of this emotional swing they've been on for weeks? And will that effect take place on the road and not at home? Do the Angels keep rolling? Dave LA says Trout will play. Parlay Poppy definitely breaking down the numbers in the PCL, saying not so bad at Round Rock. And Von Polo says, I'm taking the Angels to win the World Series. And we already had Nut Flush Allen say, put $20 on the Giants to win the World Series at plus 500. This is just wild, wild stuff. Okay. Do we take the Angels again here? I think we do. Now, let me just go over the bullpen spots for these two teams before I make a move. We only have one game left here on this card, and then bets need to be made. Oh, sorry, that's Oakland. My fault. Here we go. Sorry, Houston, LA. Take a look at these two bullpens here. Angels bullpen has been bad this year. I wonder, has it improved of late, Dave? I mean, their whip isn't so bad, and they're forced to pitch more innings. This Houston bullpen has become worse. It was very, very good early in the year, and it's become worse. 11 blown saves as well. God, are the Angels the play here? The Angels just might be the play. The Angels just might be the play. Chad Candace's Angels team total over 4.5 isn't a bad look with Trout back. Steve Brees says, I have you on the 70s. I haven't heard you doing this ghost whisper voice before. Why are you whispering? Am I really? Did I start whispering? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. Maybe I was yelling before. Did I start whispering? Sorry, I start whispering. I don't know. I feel like I am starting to lose my voice. Sorry about the fucking whisper, man. Oh, man. Yes, I don't have a voice for that. Sounds like you're reading a bedtime story. Okay, sorry, guys. Thank you. Okay, I've been doing a lot of talking in the last 61 minutes. Sorry. Russell Gordon says, no, Jimmy, H-Town is the play. I think Armenteros can get touched here. 21 walks in 57 innings, 10 home runs, which isn't so bad. Joe Yurkovich said Jimmy should whisper. He shouts, I cringe. Hey, I apologize, Joe Yurkovich. You don't cringe enough to stop watching. Mr. Fatfist said, I thought it was just me. Like, why is he whispering? I know. Okay, I'm going to take I think I'm going to take the Angels. Liberty Finder says, low energy, Jimmy. Okay, sorry, guys. Let me get it back on. Okay, sorry. Everyone know I'm listening to that. I'm whispering. I'm leaning towards the Angels. Heaney's always looked good against the Astros. He's looked good at home. Why wouldn't I jump on the Angels here at a slight plus line? There's just something magical's happening in Anaheim right now. And let's see what I get. Full game, money lines. Why are you whispering? That's never happened before. Okay, Angels, I'm getting plus 104 at Heritage. That's the best line available. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the Angels on the money line at plus 104. I am concerned that the day after the funeral, maybe the emotions will be getting at them, or maybe this whole thing has made them super focused. Joe Yurkovich says, how about a high energy whisper? That's very difficult, Joe. That's very difficult. Okay, let's go into Mariners A's. This is the final game, and we have lineups. Final game on this card. Then we've taken all 15, which is all I needed to do here. We've had a market move here. We've had a market move towards the Angels and Gonzalez, and we know that Gonzalez pitches well against these A's. Open at minus 185, now at minus 167 are these Oakland A's. An 18-cent move towards them. Let's look at totals quickly. Here we go. The total here with the Mariners A's opened. Very little movement here. There's been a 5-cent move towards the under, and it's at 9.5. Steve Reese says, tell us some bedtime stories. Oh, Austin Brown says, did you make a play on Miami? Yes, I took Miami first 5 plus a half. Okay? Jonathan Suchi said, I'm so damn late. You missed my whispering. Why is he whispering? Joe Yurkovich liking the under here. Parlay Poppy saying Heaney first time through the order, 152 average in 2019. Take these Angels to score first at plus 140. Interesting. David LA liking Mariners first 5. Wow, that's a very interesting plus line. If Heaney can get through that tough opening spot of the order. Jonathan Suchi killing Newport tennis to me. I love hearing that. Guru Sports liking Mariners first 5. Okay, let's break it down. 67 Fahrenheit. 12 miles per hour out to straight away center. These A's are 29 and 20 home and playing very well. These Mariners are trash. We know that. But they're much better with Gonzalez on the mound. 10 and 7, 4.24 ERA, 1.35 whip. Mengden 4 and 1, 4.73 ERA, 1.43 whip. One thing that's been going on, and Steve Mendez going with the Mariners as well, is to keep the speed up. I haven't been going to the baseball data, batter versus pitcher here, but I have to do it here. I have to see how good has Gonzalez really been against these A's. Here we go. Gonzalez against them, 226 with a 357 slugging. Wow. A 631 OPS. 26 for 115 with just 2 home runs allowed in 115 at-bats. And then against Mengden, they have a 368 average, a 1.073 whip, but he's better at home. We know that Mengden is better at home. Lucius Hayes says Seattle has no bats. Let's talk about what these bats are right now. Here are the lineups for the Mariners. Malik Smith, Crawford, Santana, Vogelbach, Narvaez, Seager, Nola, Negron, Gordon. For the A's, Simeon, Chapman, Olsen, Davis, Canha, Laureano, Pinder, Barreto, my guy Franklin Barreto, and then Fegley behind the base. And Dave Ellis says Angels to score first. Thank you. Wow, plus 140. Yes, Jonathan Succi, the taint is the Colorado Rockies. It's a taint. It's the Colorado Rockies. Guru Sports says, yes, my A's do not hit well. Okay, so Gonzalez, 3-0, 2.57 ERA, and 3 starts against Oakland in 2019. In his career, 7 appearances, 4-1, 3.12 ERA. Gonzalez also defeated them in Japan, but that was a strange spot in Japan. So, and he's had such a strange year. He's 5-0 at the end of April, and then he loses 6 straight, and now he's 5-1 with a 2.89 ERA. Mengden 1-2, 5.2 ERA in 6 career appearances against Seattle. Mariners were just swept. They looked terrible. They looked absolutely terrible. Ulysses Hayes says Oakland going to rip them. Von Polo says take Oakland and go to bed. Ulysses Hayes says don't trust Seattle. Guru Sports says Seattle may not win, but they will lead after 5. Let's quickly look at Mengden at home, and then I'll make a decision and possibly stay off. Come on, give it to me. Where is this? I don't have it anymore. Very, very irritating. Okay, here we go. We're going to take a quick look at Mengden at home, then we're going to go put a bow on this bad boy, and I will stop whispering. Okay, here we go. Scores. I gotta watch when I went into whisper mode. I apologize. That's the last thing you want to hear is whispers from me. Okay, here we go. Daniel Mengden. Tricky guy to figure out. At home this year, 19 and a third and a 5.12 ERA. What am I talking about? Why did I think he pitched better at home? Because he got tore up by the Twins at home. I don't want to touch Mengden. And I don't want to touch these A's. Steve Mendes has going to lock it in. Seattle first 5. Von Polo says if Seattle has a lead, then we get a better number on Oakland. Russell said we thought about Gio yesterday. A's win. Kevin Lorenzo says safer bet would probably be under, leaning on Seattle first 5. And Austin Brown, Phillies to not score in the first inning. Haven't scored in the first 5 innings since the break, and Buehler only allowed 2 first inning hits this season. Interesting look. Lefty batters 399 weighted on base versus Mengden. You know, I don't want to bet on Seattle in any situation. I understand Marco Gonzalez is pitching better, but I'm going to stay off the Mariners-A's game. I'm staying off. Ulysses Hayes says, don't fall for this, Jimmy. Okay. All right, let's go over all of the action here. And we capped each and every one of these games on this late show. Some of these plays were made on the early show. Some of these plays were made on the late show. Here we go. And there's a lot of them on today's card. Rays, first 5, plus a half at minus 110. 2 plays on the Dodgers-Phillies game. The over 9.5 at minus 110. And the Phillies team total over 3.5 at minus 121. I'm off Nats Orioles. Then a bet that was not believed in by many. Tigers first 5 plus a half at plus 148. Red Sox first 5 minus a half at minus 130. Marlins first 5 at plus 105. Diamondbacks Rangers first 5 under 5.5 at plus 100. That was available at Intertops. Reds first 5 at plus 110. A whole bunch of first 5s. We know the crazy volatility of these bullpens. Very comfortable on this. Poppy Longwood, first time in the PM show. Welcome, Poppy. We have, well, I shouldn't call you Poppy because we have Parlay Poppy, but Poppy Longwood. We're going to have 2 Poppies. We're going to have a clash of the Poppies in Miami because Poppy Longwood's from Miami. God, that's going to be, I can't wait to be in Miami with you guys. I'm on Brewers minus 1. That's a money line of minus 172. The run line of minus 1.5 at plus 115. And then I added Brewers to score first at minus 120. I got a much shittier line than our guy Dave LA, who got that at plus 110. Twins minus 1. I got the money line at minus 150. The run line minus 1.5 at plus 125. I'm on the Royals first 5 at plus 120. I'm on the Cardinals on the minus 1 line. Money line minus 177, run line minus 1.5 at plus 116, and the first 5 under 5 at minus 105. And then I'm off Giants Rockies. I'm on the Angels full game at plus 104. Twatty Latte says the nice value on Tigers there, Jimmy, plus 150. I missed that one. Yeah, plus 150 at plus a half. Plesac is looking worse and worse and worse now that we have the book on him. And Carpenter just threw 6 innings of 1-run ball in AAA in Toledo for the Mud Hens, and I'm making a move on that. And I'm off of Mariners. A's, I'm up 1,200 this month, so I have a ton of action, but if everything goes wrong, I should still be fine. Avi Gold says, are you on 14 plays tonight? I'm on a ton of plays, which means it's going to be a great night for me, and I will be drinking heavily in the dark, alone, sweating. That is my action for today. MMK saying, Braves moneyline, best value play today. I don't know what we're going to get from that kid, especially after he got tore up in that start that he didn't care about during the All-Star break down in AAA. Now, very interesting and sad stuff coming from our lucrative Larry, and he will be joining us right now. Please welcome to the show none other than lucrative Larry.
It's not a good day. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I heard that.
This is not a good day.
I heard that. I'm looking forward to hear all about this. Larry, it's been a while since we've conversed.
It's been a scheme. It's been a plot.
Yeah?
And it's been fucking ridiculous. That's what it's been.
Well, tell us what's going on.
Somebody did something, and they told the higher-ups about me killing Freddie. It wasn't me who was going to kill Freddie. It was some other people. And he wasn't going to be dead.
Well, this is what, I don't mean to interrupt you, but by higher-ups, and this is something that you believe is going on by higher-ups, we're not talking about the SBR higher-ups, are we?
I don't know who it is. But he wasn't going to be dead. He was going to be gotten.
I understand.
Right?
Now, you got to lead this audience into more information. Why is this an issue?
The Dem Dogs, my cousin, he runs them. Mm-hmm. Okay? He was going to get Freddie in Miami. That's it.
I understand this, but what I'm sort of referring to is it's not SBR that's keeping you from Miami. It is a visa situation, I believe, right?
It is.
So can you expand on that? That's what the people need to know.
My visa's not working for Miami. Therefore, I cannot go to Miami. But worry not, because I have a plan.
So before we get into your plan, have you given up on this? That the fact that America is not going to let you into the country, have you given up on it?
I've given up on this. They don't deserve me. I don't know what happened. I could go to Vegas. I don't know what happened this time. It's sad. It's a scheme. It's a plot. I don't know what's going on. I think Freddie works with the U.S. government.
I find that pretty difficult to believe, but okay. But what's your plan then?
I am making my own Miami trip.
Really?
Yeah.
But I just thought you said you can't get into the States.
Do you see this hat?
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
Do you know where it's from?
Let me take a shot here.
Let's say at the same time. Okay? 3.
Canada.
It's from Mexico.
Okay.
I am making my own trip to Miami in Mexico. Mexico. It's going to be in Culiacan. Everyone's invited. There's going to be a little party because I don't have any money, but it's going to be great. I think it's a desert there.
Have you been to Mexico?
No, never in my life.
All right. Okay. Well, that's it's very sad that you will not be in Miami with us.
I have a typo here.
I do, and just keep your shit out of my business. All right.
You want this hat?
No, I don't. Well, I do respect the hat, but I
really?
don't. Yes, I respect the hat.
You want to go to the trip?
Oh, I thought you were challenging me to fight there. You held on the go a little bit too long. I'm devastated that you're not coming to Miami. A lot of people want to hang out with you, man, and I'm hurt. So.
But who's the plug? What's the plug?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Stay focused. Stay focused. Do you have a play for us?
Yeah.
What is it?
This is hard. This is really heartbreaking.
You don't seem so sad.
I'm heartbroken.
Okay.
I don't like this, but I'm excited about my party. I know these guys rather go to my party than whatever other thing Freddie's going to be in. He's a piece of shit. Okay. I'm going to take Riga FC Oh, there he goes.
What did that say?
He's saying, go home. Oh, I don't deserve this, man. Taking Riga FC over Dundalk. Plus 130. Champions League qualifying.
Wow.
You really don't want the hat? It's pretty cool.
No, I do want it. I just Poppy Longwood says Lecce on that guy. Poppy Longwood, 69. He's from Miami Gardens.
That's a suggestive name.
Yeah, he's from Miami Gardens as well, so he knows.
Oh, maybe he can go to my party. You want to go to my party? Poppy Longwood, 69.
Okay.
You're invited to this amazing party that we're going to have. It's going to be in Mexico.
There's lucrative Larry.
Culiacan, Miami, in Mexico.
Lucrative Larry, unbelievable.
Mexico.
He can't come.
It's
to our
great.
trip.
We're going to have a whole bunch of stuff and people.
We don't know if Freddie can come to this trip.
And whatever.
America
it's
does
gonna
not
be
want
great.
these guys in their
the
country.
visa sucks. I will never go to this country again. Mexico.
Lecce, hey, Los Bookmakers!
Oh, that's a great song. It's a great sound. I love it. That's how you drink milk?